Pretty. Today I wanted to share with you these cute farmhouse mug rocks that I made and I shared on Instagram recently, and I knew that they were going to be pretty popular just because I was in love with how this turned out myself. And so I wanted to get a video on YouTube as soon as possible sharing this tutorial with you guys. Now these are made with Dollar Tree supplies. This one over here is $6 in supplies, and this one over here was $7 in supplies. So it just is a matter of which size you want and the look that you're going for, because obviously there's a little bit more space in between these rows on this one, but you get more bang for your buck for this one because you can have up to 30 mugs hanging from this mug rack. Now my inspiration came from this metal coffee rack. I found one on Amazon that was $60, but I had seen these in home goods stores, and they can range from $80 to $100 for one of these mug racks. And so I was like, I wanted one for my home to display all my Rae Dunn mugs, because I have a lot of mugs, like many of you might have as well. And so I kind of concocted this mug rack using Dollar Tree supplies, and I can't wait to share with you how to make it. And stay tuned at the end, because I'm going to show you how I hung mine so that it's secure in the wall, so all your mugs are secure and they're not going to fall down. And also stay tuned for some more decorating tips on how to decorate these mug racks. All right, so let's get started. Okay, so to make these wall mounted mug racks, what you're going to need are two mop handles from the Dollar Tree. You can use any mop or even a broom, but I just chose these sponge mops because then I knew I would be able to use the sponge head later on. And basically you're just going to take apart the mop just so that you only have the pole left. I cut that little black piece off with a hacksaw, but you could just leave it on yours since you're going to be spray painting it black. And then I took, depending on if you're making the 4 rows or the 5 rows, you'll need 4 to 5 of these over-the-door hooks found in the laundry section at the Dollar Tree. And I took a pair of pliers and I pushed back that little stem that hooks over the door to make it flat. And then I used a hammer to even flatten it out even more. You could clip these off, but I left all of mine on except for the top piece, just because I wanted to have it on there to give more support to the mug rack. And so that way that longer piece remained on there, and I could glue that entire thing down and zip tie the entire thing down. Now for the 4 rows, you're going to measure 14 inches apart, and I marked my 14 inches with a Sharpie because this pole is going to roll around a lot and give you, and you'll lose your mark. And then if you're doing the 5 rows, you'll just measure 10 inches apart. And then I took the E6000 glue and I just started gluing down one side of the mug rack first. So you don't want to do both sides, because what's going to happen is both poles are just going to be rolling all over the place. They're going to have glue everywhere. And then I used 2 zip ties on each side for each row and zip tied it. So I applied the glue and then zip tied it. And then I did that on the other side, and then found my markings to make sure I was gluing them so it was all level. And if you need to put this on the floor so you get a better picture of if your rows are level or not, that might be easier. And then, like I said, I saved my sponges for cleaning. And then I took a Rust-Oleum metallic spray paint in this carbon mist color, not exactly black, but carbon mist. And I spray painted it black and let it dry, and there you have it. Okay guys, so I just wanted to show you how I hung these on the wall. So basically what I did was I started with 2 nails, and the only reason why I did that was just to get it up on the wall so I could see it's level. And then what I did was just, this was something temporary. I just stuck a nail right through this pipe, and I put one on each side at the top and the bottom. And what I'm actually going to do after that to make it much more secure is I'm going to put these drywall stud and anchor into the wall, and you can see what they look like. So basically they're huge. So if you're a renter, you might not want to put these in your wall because they will damage your wall. You'll have to do some repair later. But these suckers, you just screw them into the wall with a screwdriver, and then you take that screw and screw that in, and then you have a very secure mug rack that can actually support 50 to 70 pounds. It does say 50 pounds here, but I would say if you were to do all four corners of your mug rack, you would have, you know, ultimate weight for that. I just wanted to show you again, this is the metal coffee rack that I was inspired by. And, you know, this listing on Amazon, they do have some images where they show you how they decorate it, but let me just show you really quickly. So for this one with the 4 rows, you could just sit a sign on there. This is a Dollar Tree sign. You know, you could even put plates. You have a lot of space between the rows. You could get, you know, hang things. You could hang some farmhouse beads. You could even get away with hanging, let me just move this plate. I love having kitchen herbs in my kitchen, and I love having them by the window. So, you know, you could hang some herbs on yours, and then they're right by the window. And then these buckets, actually just shared in another video recently if you're interested in learning how to make those buckets. They're really cute and easy to make. They're from the Dollar Tree too. So those are just some ways that you could decorate. You could even hang like a cute little kitchen towel. And I just wanted to give you a close-up of the one with the 5 rows. And so you can see there is still plenty of room for mugs to hang. They're not touching the rows. There's a 10 inches in between each of these hooks. So it's very durable because we use that glue and zip ties, and so this guy is not going anywhere once you get that screwed up there properly. That was it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial today showing you how to make a farmhouse mug rack using Dollar Tree supplies. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. And I would love to hear your comments below about what you thought of this video and this project. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss my latest posts, and be sure to visit simplemadepretty.com for more inspiration and tons of free printables.